Okay, some of you guys have just started back to Tumblr. I'm not plugging this in, but some of you guys need to know when you go to Tumblr, you need how to redo this. So I'm using my TikTok and a bit of YouTube to try and share how to do Tumblr for people who are starting up again with it and haven't been on it for so long, because a lot of us forget some of it. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you change your background and your Tumblr to at least look like a person's using it and not a robot, because you do not want to be mistaken for a robot on Tumblr, because we've been blocking and we have this rule. A lot of the people who've stuck to Tumblr for so long have this rule about blocking and deleting and reporting anyone that we think is a bot, because bots can take over and cause a lot of problems. That's part of the reason the whole plague started on us for a while, and then there was a huge purge and everything got wiped off, is because these porn bots and scammers as well took over Tumblr for a while and caused major havoc. And the people who were running Tumblr had to do something about it, so then they did a huge purge, which caused all sorts of other problems. I can't tell you all about the purge thing, but I can tell you how to get your Tumblr started. Okay, so first off, you will see this whenever you go into Tumblr at the bottom part. Like when you shows you at the main page, because this is your main. Over there where the house is the main page, you get your search function. I think that's for all the little movie things. I don't use it much. It's kind of here or there. I don't use the movie thing as much, but there is an option to use it. This is for communities. That's a community thing, and that's just your notifications. This will help you find your blog. You want to click on this one to organize your blog and your user icon on a regular if you want to change your user contra and your background and have some information on your blog to start that up. Okay, so you press your little person thing there, and it should bring you to your blog. So you see this blog here. I need to update it because it's a little out of date. I need to change some things because I haven't changed this information since Twitter was still a thing, because I don't use my Twitter anymore. I really should change that. I gotta update that, so I'm updating some things. It's about time I got around to it. I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. At least I managed to find time to draw. I had not had time to do the other stuff, so let's get into that, because I have some ice melting that I want to go and chew on and eat and stuff before I go to bed. So you've gone into your blog. Your blog's not going to look like mine because mine's old. I'm just updating it. But if you're starting up new, your blog's not going to look like this. It's going to look very, very beginner, like maybe like a little triangle or a circle there, and it's going to look very plain, or it's going to look, you have to make sure you use your inspiration. Okay, so to update and change your blog details, how this looks, that's my post down there. I pin my favorite post to the top of my blog that I want to pin, because sometimes the information I update that more than I updated this. So anyway, you get to your blog, and you want to look at the very top of your blog, and you see you have all this little option. This is if you have more than one blog. I have another blog that's a reblog blog that I reblog everything, where I let my AD brain go nuts, because sometimes I forget to tag with that one because I'm constantly reblogging too fast or something. So that's the one way I let my attention to hyperdividual brain just have fun with it. That one's just to switch in between blogs when I need to. But this is to update and edit your blogs. You're going to want the paintbrush. Well, not paintbrush, the little paint palette is what you go. So you click on that one. But if you want to check your settings of your blog, you would check on this one, because that's also lets you know how many followers you have and stuff like that on your blog as well. You click on this thing for settings. I forget what that one. I think that's to share out your Tumblr blog details or something to someone. I forget. I end up using this one more than I end up using that one, which is, if you want to clean out any drafts in your Tumblr, you got to go to that one. But anyway, we're here to change your Tumblr blog and your user icon and make that look cool and stuff like that. Or change it to whatever, to make it look at least like a human being is using it and not a bot, because you do not want to be mistaken for a bot. I tell you, I have had to block a lot of bots, and sometimes in the crossfire I've ended up getting a person who was just starting out as a blocked. So anyway, so you want to go for that one. All right. This is if you're doing it with your phone. It will show you, like, I've chosen black as my back. Not exactly black, but I chose like a dark gray. And I like to choose red to show up against that, because I figured I like to show my drawings as my user icon and as a background header for my blog, because that's what I choose to do for thing. I don't know what it looks like on the computer anymore. You could probably edit it on the computer as well, a different way as well, but I do everything with my phone. So this is what your accent is to change your color of your writing. So I choose for red, whereas background's going to choose the color for what I have for my blog's color. So I've chosen a dark grey, and I chose red to sort of fling that. I try not to make it too eye bleedy, but before there was a time I went bright pink. My reblog blog is more on the pink side. Anyway, so this is just, I'm going to update it. My reblog blog, I'm going to just leave it as is, because that's a reblog blog. It's a mess. I'm not aiming tidy. It's more like I just like to blog a lot of things to that one. This one's where I try to keep it a bit more tidy, because I like to keep all my art posts in here and stuff when I talk about my books and other things. And I share sometimes some of my more TikToks to it too as well, because I share sometimes really through my YouTube and then share it through here. So anyway, so it will change this writing as well. Alrighty, we're gonna want to press on this one. If you want to change the icon picture, this one, I don't really want to change it, but you can press on that, or you press on that one, and it will do, as you can see here, it let you choose a different photo. Like you show you the avatar. You can even have an option to choose. I like to show shape, and you can choose the shape your avatar goes in. Like you can go square or a circle. I like to go with a circle when it goes on there, but you can also choose a photo. You can go to your, and it will go into your collection of photos, and you can choose whatever photo or drawing. You can put up a drawing. I like to show my drawings. I would not recommend choosing a person, because a lot of the scam artists and stuff choose a picture of a person, or they choose a picture of some random person online. Like they'll just get some picture and scrape it. They'll do what an AI bot will do too. It will do the same thing. It will just grab some picture off the internet somewhere and stick it on there. Background, sometimes they won't do anything with it, or they might do something and stick a random picture there too. But they'll usually end up choosing a person's face. I would never recommend choosing your own face or anyone's face for that, because that's what a bot does on Tumblr. They choose a person's face, and I would not recommend it, especially if it's a woman. For some reason, the bots like to use women and then scam people out of their money, or some poor kid that's in a war zone. And it's sad they do that, because there are probably people in a war zone that would need some support, but that's what they do. So they'll let you choose your photo, and you can change that, because I've already changed the writing somewhere. I'll show you that. This is also if you're changing the writing, because I was changing some parts of the writing. Again, sort of looks back to this if I finished with it, mucking around. But anyway, I've changed the writing again, changed up thing, finally updated it, and that's how you can change your blog's updated look, and so on and so forth. But that's basically the basics, in or out. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm constantly rambling, but this is just my tips on how to change how your blog looks when you're on Tumblr. I really recommend it's one of the first things you should really get around to doing. I can talk about how to get a post going. I can do that as well. How you make a post, you should post to your own blog first instead of constantly blogging straight into thing. Do not repost anything on Tumblr. Tumblr doesn't like things being reposted. It's a big no-no. You can reblog, because they have a reblogging function. So if you see someone's stuff, you can reblog from them onto your own blog. It is fine to do that, just no reposting, because there is a reblog function. Tumblr has a good functioning reblog functioning, but you can reblog other posts from other people onto your blog, what you like, but do it for what you like. Don't just do it for anybody's stuff. Or you can make your own posts. I can show you how to do that too if you want. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, if you want to make a post, you see that little pencil down there on the very, very bottom part there? There's a little pencil showing. You press on that one to make a post of your own to put up on your blog. And once you press on that, it should have the top half of the post look like this. Your screen will look, top half will look this. That's for when you want to finish writing down or posting a picture to it. Like you could just write something down first, like hello, I'm new to Tumblr, and then post that, or you write that down, and the bottom half will have this lot with all the little functions you can do, like you can add sound, you can add a video, like link. This is to add a photo to the options, like add pictures from your own thing, and then shows all the images that you have of pictures you could link up, or you can take a photo and add that in to make your post. And then there's, okay, when you work on your Tumblr post a bit, you should be able to add, click on the little plus sign to add some tags, because you really need a tag on your post, otherwise they will not get seen by other people. Use your tags. Once your post is ready to post, this will be blue and you can press on it, you press it, and you'll have made a post. Of course, you have to wait a little bit. They'll give you a bar to wait for before it's fully posted, but then when it's posted, you can have a look at it. You can always press on the little circles up there to edit the post. If you want to change anything, you can always edit your post. That's the good thing about Tumblr. And there you go, that's using Tumblr. Just a little video. It might be a bit chaotic, sorry, but it's my best bit how to explain how to use it. That's all. But I hope it's